Good morning to all my fairy followers. I wanted to share this small area that I have cleaned up to plant plants in, food items, flowers, and so I only have from the fence back there up here has been cleaned out and replanted. A lot of these plants I've had in here for a very long time. Some of them have just reseeded themselves, and they do every year. Right now I have a ton of California poppies coming up. I don't have a super bloom that I'm going to go to because I have a super bloom in my own yard. As you can see, I love California poppies, and here are some here. And they just reseed themselves all the time. So once you really get them going, you'll have them, I think, from then on. I let them go to seed, and I know when they go to seed they look horrible, but I don't care. I pull them out, lay them on the ground, and I got seeds for next year. I'm trying to do the food forest. Just started doing that this year, or maybe last year, I guess, because I'm just letting everything go to seed and see what happens. I'm lazy. I'm getting older by the minute. I realize I still need to clean things up and get weeds out and stuff, but once things start coming up, I just leave them alone. I just hate killing stuff. As you can see, look at all those seeds. I have no clue what I'm going to have coming up here. Well, I take that back. I can see there's a bunch of California poppies that are coming up right now. I see them. But I'm going to have California poppies for a long time. Not for a week or 2 weeks, because I have these that'll be blooming any day. And I have them right down here that are just now coming up. So my California poppies are going to bloom probably about 2 months, because that's how my yard is. I like to see color, and as you can see, I have a lot of older plants and a lot of new plants, and some plants I have no clue what I have. And then some plants got damaged over winter, like this one here got damaged from, the cold and everything, but it's not dead. And so it's going to wake up pretty soon, and I'm going to have another beautiful plant. And I have some more plants that don't even look as good as that one, that are going to look beautiful in another month or two when it warms up. Now let's get into the plants that I just planted. I'm trying to grow more tomatoes. Not a lot, because there's only we're a small family. So this is one I got from the $1.99 store for $1. This is a yellow pear tomato. And I bought all of these dragon tongue beans. They just planted them yesterday, so they look like they're looking a little sad. So hopefully they're just a little bit in shock and will perk up in a few days. But anyway, I planted them. And so that's the dragon tongue bush beans. And then I also planted some sunflowers to go up tall. I love sunflowers. I don't know how the Brussels sprouts are going to do. I put them in. And I've done terrible growing carrots. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But anyway, there's some rainbow carrots. And then here's some cherry bell radishes. Uh-oh, the dog. Nope. I guess we're almost done with the video. The dog thinks he wants attention. Oh, stop it. So that's what I did this week. And every week I will show you a different cleanup job and different seeds that I've planted. And hopefully by May, doesn't give me too much time, hopefully I can get, by the end of May, hopefully have this whole food area planted and sort of cleaned up. I don't know. And once a month we'll pull something from the garden and make a recipe or something. Eventually maybe we'll do something once a week, but I got to get enough food growing, to get some ideas, practice some recipes. And but it's like with the fairy gardens, I used to be lucky if I could do one fairy garden a week. Now when I'm applying myself, I can probably do 4 or 5 a week. So we have a lot of things to do, but I thought it turned out pretty nice. I should have mentioned the metal sculpture thing. I have 3 of them here. I have this one, and this one, all from the 99-cent store, and I paid $2 for them. And I know that's more than 99 cents, but I thought that was pretty. So let's see, what did I invest in doing this? Probably, I don't know how many feet this is, but it's, you know, a little bit of land, not a lot, but, you know, a little bit. I spent $6 for the metal sculptures. I have 3 new plants in here, so that would be $1.50. And I paid for all the dragon tongue beans, swish beans. I spent $3.50, and the seeds, maybe a quarter, maybe 15 cents. You know, I'm gonna have to go add this all up and then come back out and tell you how much I spent, because I can't figure it out when I'm trying to do everything else here. So I'm going to give you an update of the cost of doing this area, and it really wasn't that expensive. As you can see, I threw grass clippings on top. I am not a gardener. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not gardening. I'm gardening, but I'm not a great gardener, and I don't have a clue if this is good or not for your yard. So please don't do what I do. I'm just doing it because I live in California. It's so doggone hot here. You can hardly breathe in the spring and summer. It's just been an extremely cold winter, and normally hard to believe, and our winters are usually between 60 and 80. This winter they were basically between about 40 and 60 almost all winter, and that's very cold. We finally just had the first day that was in the 80s this week, and it's been 60 years since we've had it that cold here. So that's why we just don't get cold here. But keep in mind, maybe we don't get cold like most of the country. It gets very hot in the summer. So I'm trying to cover all my soil with grass clippings or something to keep the moisture in. And I'm going to put in more stuff that can't even talk, that will go along the ground and shade the plants too. So we'll see what I do. But anyway, I did put a lot of plants in a small area. Some of them are going to ripen early, some aren't. Some are going to not live too long. Some take months to grow. So it's all going to go, and who knows what's going to grow anyway, because not all my seeds germinate. And probably when they get done, I'll let them just go to seed for, hopefully something will grow by itself next year for my food forest. Trying to build up my soil, it is not the best. As you can see, I've used a lot of wood chips. I put these wood chips in, I don't know, I'd have to go back on the blog, maybe 3 years ago. They've been in here at least 2 or 3 years. They're not new. I'll probably go in here and put some new wood chips basically in the pathway, and then as time goes on, I can always scrape them off a little bit and where the plants are at. But at one time, this whole bed was solid wood chips when I put them in. And as you can see, the path still has wood chips, because I really don't put a lot of water on the path. I try to just keep it where the plants are. And as you can see, the soil, well, if you can see, I got everything covered with grass clippings. But here you can see, I haven't done this area yet. All these babies are coming up. And there was babies over here, so even though you see grass clippings, there's little babies under it, and there'll be some stuff popping through probably pretty soon. But like I said, I'm trying to keep everything covered for nothing dries out, because even though we were in the 60s about a week ago, like 3 days ago or 4 days ago, we went up to 80. So everything's going to start drying out. Already I'm going to have to move my Dollar Tree fairy garden into the shade because they're ready to croak from too much heat. So that'll be a project that I will show in 2 weeks. Everything moved in to shade garden. So I guess I should need to shut up so you guys can come back and see me later. Bye bye for now, my guys. Don't forget, go down there, click the like button. Don't forget, starting in April 1st, we're going to start a new contest. So tell all your friends to wait. And even if you like what you saw, don't click right now to sign up. Click April 1st, put the number that you are, what number it tells you are. If you're 140, you put down I'm new subscriber, 140, put your name, and if it's for you, then just leave your name. And if you're signing up for somebody else's name for they can win a prize, you put your name and I'm signing up for, and then put their name. And then May 15th, the contest ends, and we'll start counting up who has the most. And we'll have some prizes for anyone that gets at least 10 people to sign up. 10. And if you get 25, you'll get a second prize. And if you get 50, you'll get a third. And that's for everybody. So everybody can feel like a winner. So we're not just giving out one, we're giving out multiples. The more you guys work, the more I'm going to have to purchase. Love you guys. Hope we get a good turnout for the contest.